the camera angle over here a little bit. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to the kitchen, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. So this is just a unannounced pop-up live. We're going to do some cooking today. Now, I can't use my uh, iPad today because I forgot to put it on charge. But I'll be watching the chat type in a few minutes. We'll go in the back room and just check it out together while we got the crackers cooking. So today we're going to make some keto crackers today. And let's flip the camera around and let you know what you need for ingredients. And we're going to be using the KitchenAid food processor. But I feel pretty good today. My cold feels 110% better. And I feel like I'm talking back to my own self again. So without further ado, let's just turn the camera angle around so you can see what's going on the kitchen countertop over here. And again, don't mind my mess. Hey, Tamika, how you doing? So if you got any questions, ask me, and we'll talk over the chat. So what we got going on here, guys. We're gonna make some keto crackers today, and so we got a KitchenAid food processor, and of course I don't need this in here, so I'll take that out. I made these yesterday. They came out really good. I'll go over the ingredients as we start adding everything into the processor. I already got it plugged in. And this is kind of a really simple recipe. It kind of really blow your mind. And this is the blade we're going to be using right here, the processing blade for the. Be careful. That's going to be sharp. You don't want to cut yourself. So I decided I was going to do some chocolate chip cookies today, and I messed up on the ingredients amount. I added the double amount of butter that I was supposed to add, and I was going to remake that, but I didn't have any brown sugar. So needless to say, that was a failure, and we'll make that again another day. So you just hook up your food processor over top, see how it locks right in. So what you're going to need for this, guys, and I already got the ingredients is already weighed in the way I save some time. I got 1 cup of almond flour. We got a little half a tablespoon of garlic powder, onion powder, and I have a pinch of salt. So that just gets dumped right into the processor, okay? Now again, I made that yesterday, so I know it's going to come out okay. I really like these cheese crackers, by the way, because they're a good snack when you just want something. And let me just slide this out of, slide this so I can get the that, and then let me reposition the camera so you can see me pouring it in. Hopefully I won't make a mess all over the place like I usually always do. And then we'll go in the back room and talk about it while it's cooking, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So I just take that and dump that in. So that's just 1 cup of almond flour, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and I forgot one more ingredient that has to go in there, so hang on a second. Italian seasoning. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of Italian seasoning in. And all these seasons are optional, by the way. I can see the chat if you're typing in anything. Just let me know. And if you ask questions, I can answer them. It just goes right in. And if you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender. If you hear any ruffling going around, it's my wife in the background, or the cat. And so you're gonna need some cheese, obviously. So we got 1 cup, and this is a 1-to-1 ratio, by the way. There's got 1 cup of chopped cheddar cheese. See, it just dumps right in. Then you're going to need 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan grated cheese, or Parmesan cheese. This is the bag. That's 1/4 cup. Okay, it just goes right in over the top. And now we're going to just mix it all in together. And when we put it into a mixing bowl, we're going to check the texture of the cheese. And if it feels too dry, we're going to add a little bit of water to it by a couple of tablespoons to get it to where it sticks and forms a dough. Okay. We're going to give this a few mixes here. Now this recipe comes to you from Keto Connect. When Megan was trying to make this, her kid Theo broke their food processor, so that cracked me up on the video. should be good enough. Doesn't take that long to make these guys. When it's cooking in the oven, we'll go in the back room where we'll talk and we'll wait for them to be done because it's only going to take about 8 minutes. So I'm just going to take the bottom base and put it in my pantry. Be right back. And that gets dumped right into a mixing bowl. Let me pop the lid off of there. I'll show you what I'll take out my blade. Take it out so it don't hurt myself. See if I can get it out of there. You never want to just, okay, we'll leave it in there for now until I get that stuff out of there. One time I went in and reached it like that and I almost cut off my fingers. So you gotta be very careful with processing blades. But that's what it looks like from that angle. You just take it and dump it into a bowl. There we go. That's what I wanted to get that out of there. See? Yeah, this is the blade I was talking about. It all goes into the sink, and then we just take that, or make sure we get the rest of it all out of there. And then what I'll do is I'll just run some warm soapy water and clean the processor up like I did last night. Okay, that's good. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to be checking the texture of the dough. Let me move the camera down to a tighter angle. Hey, Carla. Okay, there you go. Just so you can see what's going on. So the dough still feels like it's dry right now. I could probably work with this, but I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of water, and we'll get it to a texture that I can work with it. Hi, Anne Marie. We got game night tonight, Anne Marie. I'm pretty sure. I know it's your birthday tomorrow. So right now I'm just taking a couple of tablespoons of water. I got a good sized spoon. I did this last night. I put about 4 of these in. Just want to check the texture of the cheese and make sure I can work with that. The goal is to get it into like a doughy texture. If you feel like you need to add more, add a little bit more. That's almost there. Yeah, so I went to go make some chocolate chip cookies today. It called for a half a stick of butter, and I put a whole stick of butter in, and I couldn't get it to form into a dough for me. And I realized I messed up, and I goes, "Oh my God, what a dummy!" Here I am following a recipe, and I can't even follow my video, and I accidentally wrote down a cup instead of just a half a cup. And I was going to make it again, but I didn't have enough brown sugar, so I got to get some brown sugar at Walmart this week. So we have a parade coming up this Saturday, guys, and we got the stroll event if you're in the area Saturday from 3 to 5 o'clock. It gets followed by the lighting in the downtown area. See, this is what I was looking for. It feels like it's wet. Okay, so now we're going to put down that parchment paper. I already got it cut, and I'm going to show you a trick I learned on parchment paper. So just take a damp piece of towel, put it on your countertop. And this can work with a cutting board, by the way, too. Very easy. Easy peasy. Okay. Roll out your parchment paper. Roll out and put it this way. By putting that paper on the bottom with the towel, with the wet towel, your parchment paper won't slide, see? So then you just take your dough, you're going to dump it into the, on top of your parchment paper. Okay? So now what we're going to do with that is take our bowl, put that by the sink area. Cleaning up all that mess later, well, after I'm done with this. So what I do now, guys, is I just take it and I form it into some type of a ball or a dough. Very easy. like that. You can feel it's wet. They added that water to it. So now we're going to take the other piece of parchment paper that I cut out, and I'll show you how we're going to do this. I'm going to slide the camera into position here. I'm going to move it up on an angle. I'll be going into the back room there shortly once we get this into the oven. I'm going to take out my rolling pin. And we're going to roll it out. Just roll it out. About a quarter of an inch thick. And we're going to make it nice and square, rectangular. You'll see what I'm going to do this. This is really easy. Okay. I'm going to show you a trick. This is I learned myself. It just comes off like that. Watch this, guys. All you do is you just take your paper and you fold it in. Okay? Take your paper, fold it in. You can do the same on the other side. And then we're going to roll it back out again a little bit. Just roll it in, fold it in. Okay, now we're going to roll it out again. Yeah, answering any questions. If you got any questions for me to answer, I'll answer them. I'm going to go in the back room. We're going to talk while this is cooking, and when they come back, we're going to actually cut it and try one. I think that was about where I wanted to be. Okay. Put that back in the drawer. See that, guys? What do you think? So that gets transferred onto a sheet of parchment, onto a sheeting pan. So we got the sheeting pan right here. Hopefully it'll stay intact. Should. If we don't, I'll just flat. There we go. Just like that. So at this point, you should have your oven already preheated to 350 degrees, and that gets baked in the oven for 10 minutes and 8 to 10 minutes. How you can tell it's done is it'll start browning around the edges, okay? And then before it fully cools, when it comes out of the oven, we'll take our pizza wheel cutter and we'll cut it into cracker cookies, okay? And then when I'm doing them, just flatten them up with the palm of my hand a little bit, just to make sure it stays together, and it should stay together. But how's that? So let's get that in the oven. Wash my hands for a minute. But this is a very simple recipe, guys. I've made this plenty of times before. And then we're going to go in the back room and talk about it. And then when it's after the 8-minute mark, we'll come back and pull it out of the oven. So I'll show you what my oven looks like. Let me slide that up on an angle a little bit. We're going to go in the back room. That goes in the oven, so it's 5:02 right now. So this will bake to about 5:10. Okay, so to keep an eye on the time. There you go. How easy that was, right, guys? Nice little cracker snack. And I just got to clean up my mess. We're gonna go. Don't mind my other mess, but that over there. You can say hi to my cat. Say hi, Mr. Oreo. Look at him. What a little lazy cat. Huh? How would you like to be the life of a cat? The owner feeds you and you piss off the owner. See that? Right? You beautiful cat. There you go. There he goes. There, you just woke him up. All right, let's go in the back room and talk for a few minutes. Let me go. Yeah, so I got to shut that light off. Hang on a minute. I don't like to leave the light on in the oven while I was cooking. I don't think that's a good idea. They dropped a towel on the floor. So I'm going to need that for the countertop. Okay. So what I said, 5:08. 5:08. And I flip the camera around. Okay, we're here. So let me kill my TV set. Okay, so just my camera angle. What do you think about TV set? I mean, Christmas tree, yeah? That's true. My wife put that up there today. Actually, she just got a finished deck. I think she's got a little more decoration to do. Let me go on the YouTube channel over here and see if anybody's asking me any questions, and then I'll be happy to answer the questions. Hang on. F2, they call it F2. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. We're back here. Okay. So just wanted to see, hi Anna. Hi Anne-Marie again. Tamika, Carla's here. Yeah, so it's going really good. I feel 100% better. My cold's all gone, and I've been taking NyQuil every night, and I feel really good today. I went down to the city hall today. I grabbed out a bunch of new photographs. I was using my, I was using this camera there. I was using something. This is called the Nifty 50 lens. I was thinking about using it for the wedding photography for the end of next month there, but I don't like the camera lens because I can't. It only gives you what it gives you in the focal point when you take a photograph. I mean, it takes marvelous photographs, but it's not what I envisioned, because I got this one over here. This is a 300 millimeter lens, and then I got about 4 more camera lenses. But I'll tell you something, guys. If camera phone does a better job than this, and so going forward next year, I'm going to invest in a new phone. I want to get go back to an Apple phone, because I know Verizon is running some deals right now where you get an Apple Watch and an Apple phone at the same time. And I've been wanting to go back to Verizon anyways, because I'm sick and tired of Comcast. Yeah, so it's going really good. Oh, thank you, Anna. Now, last year we had a huge one set up in the living room, right? Of course, I didn't have the cat last year, and because the flood took the tree out, and we lost most of the decorations that we had for it, and that's what really pissed my wife off. You know, she was upset and crying when that happened, because we saw all this stuff going into the dumpster, and we wasn't able to salvage it, too much of it. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, we got each other, and we didn't lose our life, and nobody in the city lost their life, and I feel we were very, very blessed and fortunate to get the money we got from the car insurance to take care of that. And well, with the cat this year, I wasn't about to put up a big tree in the living room this year, and I don't know about next year and what's going to happen next year. But Donna and I are getting so tired of living here because of the rules and regulations that, you know, when you live under somebody's house where you're paying rent, you know, you can't make your own rules. You got to go by what their rules, you know, and they got rules and regulations here, how much money I can make, and if I go to school, that's all going to take into effect, and you know, and the price of the economy right now, and I just can't afford it, and I need to go back to work. I told Donna, you know, so once I get my hip replaced and I feel pretty good around February, I'm gonna go back to work. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know if I went down to Hannaford's yesterday, and I was working there for about a month and a half before I had issues with my feet. But if I go back to work there, I'm going to have to get a pair of boots that have a really thick sole in the bottom, because you're on your feet all day long. I don't want to tear up my feet again. And even if I go back to work in a regular place, I'll need a good pair of shoes. So, yeah, so that's what, you know, I got going on with that. And you know, Saturday we got the winter stroll coming up, and that's from 3 to 5 o'clock. I'm going down there and taking photography, and I'm going to take video. I'm probably out when they do the parade. I'm thinking about going live on the parade at 5 o'clock. So if you're on YouTube, just look at my channel. And while I'm down there doing the stroll, in between the photographs, I'll probably go live, but just to show you, you know, maybe for about 10 or 15 minutes, because I want to save the battery on the phone. And then if I go live at 5 o'clock, and then I can do that. And then Sunday I got the Montechusett Chorale there. It's $10 for the concert, but the money goes to you know, homeless and stuff like that. And it's a good deal, but I don't need to pay anything because I film, you know. And it's a Christmas concert. They play a lot of different melodies or tunes. They don't want to play Christmas songs. And same way with the Leominster Colonial Band that'll be in the area next Sunday. I'll be the manager and the conductor already got a hold of me, and they asked me if I was going to be filming it again this year, because they want to make sure it gets filmed. And I said, well, yeah, I plan on filming it. And yeah, so I'm happy. I got my date on my hip. It's going to be like, again, January 16th, if all goes well with my physical. Now, when I go see him for the physical on January 2nd, I got another problem. I got a problem with a hamstring underneath my hip area and on the left side, right in my thigh area. And it's pulling all together, and it's causing a lot of issue with me right now. So I got to be careful. I can't go walking for long distances anymore, at least not right now. So I think that the hamstring, I don't know if what they could do for the hamstring, but I think that just takes time to heal with the proper physical therapy. So when I have what they'll do is they'll do an X-ray on my hip on the 2nd, and to see how much has changed since the last one that he did. And then I'll mention about that if that's still bothering me, and I'll see if he can take a look at it, because I believe the doctor that's going to be doing his field, he's an orthopedic surgeon, and if there's a problem with the hamstring or whatever, he'll be able to tell. So maybe when he does that, I'll see if they can check that out with an MRI. But going forward, I need to get that back in order again. And then Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, I might go live. I'm not really sure. I'm going to do WPLZ is going to be interviewing me about my weight loss journey, and if I don't do it live on like I'm talking to you now, I'll for sure film it, and then I'll share that part of it, because Anita's going to be asking me all kinds of questions about my weight and everything, and history about myself, and back around a year and a half ago. Mary Ellen, she interviewed me about my weight loss, and at that time I had taken off 80 pounds, and I was well on my way to 150-pound weight loss. Now I feel pretty good there. I had 15-pound weight loss for the month of November, despite the holiday and the fair. So I felt pretty good, and I feel pretty good, and other than my hip. So I've been very, very blessed. Yeah, and I was trying to catch you live early, Anne-Marie. I'll go back and rewatch that. And I believe you got game night tonight. Now, here's what the deal was, that stupid game. On my computer, when I go to sign in, I can sign in on my computer, go live. Like I go to StreamYard. I know how to do all that. And then when I go to hit the word game, then I go to the share screen, and I click on the share screen. I can get it to where it shows the numbers going, the game, but on my computer, on this thing, the keypad, when I type the words, it won't put the words in. And when I'm typing, when I go on StreamYard, I can see my words getting typed into my comments, but they're not being put onto the word game itself. So I'm saying, what the heck is going on here? And that's where I am with that. Now, I don't know and then when I go into my mobile phone, if I'm doing StreamYard, not StreamYard, but if I'm doing StreamYard on my mobile phone, I can type them in. It'll let me type it in. So maybe it's different on a laptop than a regular keyboard. I don't know. So that's where I am with that game. I haven't been able to figure out. Maybe something simple in the settings. But on that word game, I don't see anything in the settings to change that. So anyways, it's been just about time. Let's go in the kitchen and just check it out really quick, because I don't want to burn the crackers, because there's nothing worse than burnt crackers. So that's where I am with that. Okay, so let's go check out these crackers, and the smell I'm getting out of the crackers are absolutely incredible. See, so I'm gonna pop the oven door open. Okay, let's say, let me go show you guys. So that's the crackers coming along. I would say another couple more minutes. Remember, all oven times vary, and I got it set for 350 degrees. I'm gonna leave it in for a few more minutes. And then I'll come back and I'll talk about it, get some more. Oh, yeah. But the smell here of the crackers are absolutely incredible. Oh yeah, I use that today. That's where I store my stuff, because we got no room in for storage here. I'm lucky I got what I got for space right now. Yeah, so it's going really good. I'm really, really happy how things are going. I'm gonna leave that in there for a couple more minutes. So what I made today for dinner, we did a steak. I had cube steak today. It's one of my, we like cube steak once in a while. I did had some chopped up uh, red and green bell pepper. Took a little bit of olive oil, put it in the pan, and I got it sauteing really well. And then I took some cube steak and I salt and peppered both sides of it. And then garlic powder, onion powder, of course, everything, all the taste. And then once I had the translucent on the peppers, pot them out, and then I put that back in with the steak, and then to get the steak going. And what was great about that, it's got it sitting on there for searing. And when I was clicking on it, and I was playing around with my settings over the course while I was cooking my steak, and then it was, I had a nice charred crust on the steak, and it's like, oh my God, this is really, really good. So I really love using that. So if you're looking for an adjacent stovetop to what your current stove, which only has 4 burners, that would be the perfect match for you guys, And you could get those for $70 on Amazon, but I got mine for 99 at QVC because it came with the pan. Now, on the pans, you have to have a certain pan. You have to have a pan like this that has this. This is metal, okay? If the magnet sticks to that, you're okay to use it for this, okay? But this is non-stick in the middle. And that heats up to 500 degrees, by the way. And as soon as you take that pan off of that, it kills it. And then it's got a pause on there, which is another reason why I like that, because it's got a pause. Now, my friend Mike and Tom there, they do a cooking show tonight too, I believe, but I prefer to do the game night, Anne-Marie, so, because it's fun doing that, And who knows, maybe tonight might be the night we make level 19 and actually get by it. But it just cracks me up because I'm typing in words and stuff like that. And next thing I know, it's not taking my word. And next thing I know, the word I just typed 5 minutes later, somebody else is typing in the same word and they get that. It's a wacky game sometimes, but it's fun. It's just something to do. But I enjoy that, so I'm thankful for inviting me, letting us all play and sharing your life with us, because I really appreciate that, Anne-Marie. And it's your birthday tomorrow, huh? Should I say how old you are? Any day you get older, you're another year wiser, right? Yeah, I look forward to it. I look forward to birthdays. So I'm going to pop that out of the oven. My wife doesn't like to get filmed, right? She's making a soup right now, so I'm going to just lay up my towel. Though it should be done. Okay, and she's making a cup of water because she's having a dry soup. Okay, so we're back in the kitchen, obvious. Don, I'll be cleaning up all that mess.
Oh, okay.
My crackers are done. I don't want to lose it on the floor. And I let's put it on a piece of paper towel, by the way. And shut the oven off. Gonna move that to another position, like so. Okay, so I'll slip the camera down so you can see it go like this. Like this. There you go. Okay. So our crackers are done. Gonna let them cool a little bit, but we're gonna cut it and with the pizza wheel cutter. I'm gonna make sure I don't cut myself. And not cut myself, I don't want to burn myself, rather. So we're gonna, you cut it like this. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, I think, is put them on the cooling rack. I'm gonna bring them into the back room again. So I'm gonna try to take these and transfer these onto the cooling rack. Yowza. So what do you guys think, huh? Pretty good, huh? All right, so Don, I got the oven shut off. I'll let that cool, and when I'm done with the video over here, I'll clean up my mess. So let's go move that. It's just going to be a blank screen for a minute. I'm going to pop that up and go bring that into the back room. Look at that, guys, huh? You want one of those? I don't know how else to do this. Just leave it in the position over here or what? So I'm just going to put these over here. We're going to flip the camera again. I know it's distracting. Ay. So I'm really happy about this. These came out really good. This came out better than the ones I made last night. I'm just going to just adjust the camera level on this. Unless you got a better solution for me, guys, with this. This is why a lot of my friends don't like doing lives, you know, and they prefer, but you know, to get you guys really help me out with the watch hours by doing this. So, okay, so this is the final product. This is how they came out. Now, the hardest part that you're going to have with making these guys is waiting for them to cool down. But we're going to have one of these together, and I'm going to show you the back side of one of these. So let me, I just want to move my keyboard out of the way because I don't want to get food on my keyboard. Break off pretty easy. These are a great snack. And this is what they look like. These are what you call Cheez-It style crackers. Now you could, if you wanted the authentic look for the Cheez-Its, you could take a school and you could punch little holes in them, and you know, and all that Rudy to it, which I've done that in the fucking past. But I just wanted to make a video for you guys tonight because tonight I felt pretty good. But that tastes really good. Now, again, very simple, 1-to-1 ratio, 1 cup of almond flour. It doesn't have to be cheddar. It could be any of your favorite cheese, as long as it's cheddar. And you should have a, and if you don't have if you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio on the cheese. I got some other kind of cheeses I want to try. I got some Mexican style cheese and some other cheeses like that. And I'm really dry on my throat. And yeah, and 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And after you blend it, because it's spices, I used garlic powder, onion powder, tiny bit of salt. And then I got everything, and you take the Italian seasoning, and then after I incorporate it all together, if the mixture was a little bit dry like it was, I used a little bit of water. And then the water, made it to a nice doughy texture. And then I rolled it out into that rectangular shape that I got. And then I took the parchment paper and I folded it all in to get a nice smooth rectangular shape. And you can see the final product and how it came out. It came out really, really good. These are really great. I mean, I love these for a snack. And you can take these, you can break them apart, and you can put them in a little Ziploc bag, and these will probably keep in your refrigerator for a few days. And you know, you can make these up ahead of time. You know, but that's typically what I do when I make these. Now, I made them last night. I hadn't made these in quite a while there, and these came out really, really good. And if you got, you know, these are great for kids. If you got a kid for a snack, see that nice cheese snack. Look at that. So that's about a bit of video. But anyways, Thank you for giving me a like, and you know, don't forget. Pretty soon we'll be doing game night, I hope, and yeah, and I'm gonna give you a super sticker tomorrow, Anne Marie, for your birthday, and yeah. So it's going really good. I feel really good today, and today's the best I've felt in quite a while. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to break up the rest of these crackers, and I'm going to eat probably half of these and put the rest in a small zippy bag, and we'll clean up the mess I made. Because I'm the type of person, I don't leave it for my wife to clean up. You know, when I make a mess, I clean my mess. You know, and she's tired, and that's the last thing she wants to do is be cleaning up after me, especially the way I make messes. So, but if you got a husband or a significant other that cleans up the mess, and be thankful. But I don't think it's fair for me to make messes and have her clean it up. But anyways, that's just me. But anyways, I'm gonna finish up and clean up, and then we'll get ready for game night tonight. And thank you for coming along, and for my amazing journey. And it's been really fun. Oh yeah, on the watch time hours, I did a lifetime watch time hours on my analytics this morning. I had 3,000 lifetime hours, so it's definitely pushing up there every day with the lives and with the other stuff that I do. But yeah, thank you for coming. So we're gonna kill the video and clean up, eat some of these, and we'll see you all in a little while when on the game night. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for coming in.